Ladies and gentlemen, students of life, Day 1. Shift your money mind. Set you attract what you believe you're worthy of. Begin by reshaping your thoughts around abundance, value, and deservingness. You want to attract money in 9 days. Then let me tell you this. It all begins not with your wallet, not with your job, not with some outside force, but with your mindset. You cannot hold wealth in your hand until you hold it in your head. I've seen it time and time again, people working hard, giving their all, yet money still slips through their fingers. Why? Because deep down they don't believe they're worthy of it. We are conditioned from an early age to associate money with fear, guilt, or even shame. We hear phrases like money doesn't grow on trees, or rich people are greedy. And without realizing it, we internalize these narratives. They become our emotional default, our subconscious thermostat, setting a limit on how much abundance we allow ourselves to receive. But here's the truth: money is energy. It flows where it's invited, where it feels welcomed, not where it's feared or judged. So, today, I want you to start doing something radical. Challenge every belief you've inherited about money. Write them down. Ask yourself, is this actually true? Or is this someone else's fear I've been carrying? Because when you rewire your thinking, when you replace scarcity with possibility, doors begin to open that you didn't even know were there. Your relationship with money will only rise to the level of your self-worth, so raise the bar, start there, and everything else will follow. Day 2. Speak wealth into your life. Words are seeds. Speak affirmations of prosperity, not poverty. What you say daily becomes your reality. Once you begin to shift your mindset, the next step is to take ownership of your language, because what you speak, you begin to shape. Most people don't realize the immense psychological power hidden in their everyday words. Every statement you make about money, whether it's "I'm broke," "I can't afford that," or "money is hard to come by," isn't just an observation. It's a declaration, a subconscious instruction. And the mind is always listening. Neuroscience tells us that repeated language patterns carve mental grooves, pathways that the brain returns to automatically. So if you keep speaking from a place of lack, your brain will keep reinforcing lack. But when you deliberately shift your language, when you say, "I am open to abundance," or "opportunities for wealth are all around me," you begin to redirect your internal compass, not in a way that ignores reality, but in a way that realigns it. This isn't about pretending, it's about priming. Athletes do it, leaders do it, visionaries do it. They speak into the future as if it's already forming, because it is. Words are the architecture of your reality. They build or they break. And if you're serious about attracting money, you must begin to speak like someone who already knows it's coming. So speak with intention, speak with authority. Your words are not just commentary, they are commands. Use them wisely, and wealth will begin to answer. Day 3. Gratitude multiplies abundance. When you're grateful for what you have, you make space for more. Gratitude is a magnetic force for wealth. Now, once you've begun to reshape your mindset and speak abundance into existence, there's something that amplifies both. It's gratitude. And I don't mean the kind of gratitude we recite out of politeness. I'm talking about deep, deliberate gratitude, the kind that rewires the nervous system and reconditions the soul. Because here's the truth: you cannot attract more if you are blind to what you already have. Gratitude is not passive. It's a psychological discipline. When practiced intentionally, it shifts your focus from scarcity to sufficiency. And where your focus goes, energy flows. The brain responds to gratitude by releasing dopamine and serotonin chemicals that not only make you feel good but increase motivation, clarity, and even financial decision making. That's not spirituality talking. That's neuroscience. Philosophically, gratitude is about humility. It's an acknowledgement that we are already standing in the flow of life's abundance, whether or not it shows up in the form of currency. And that awareness changes how we engage with the world. It makes us more generous, more trusting, more courageous. And those traits, in turn, attract opportunity. They make us magnetic. So tonight, indecisive, before you sleep, write down 3 things you're grateful for, not big things, just real things. And as you do feel them, let that emotion flood your being, because the person who can feel rich before the money arrives is the one most likely to receive it. Gratitude doesn't wait. It invites. Day 4. Visualize with intention, not fantasy. See your financial goals clearly. Visualization is not daydreaming, it's mental training for manifesting wealth. After gratitude comes vision. Not fantasy, not wishful thinking, but vision clear, focused, intentional. If gratitude anchors you in the now, vision pulls you toward what's next. And when it comes to attracting money, what you see in your mind becomes the blueprint for what you build in your life. Your subconscious doesn't distinguish between what is real and what is vividly imagined. That's why athletes visualize the win before the game even begins. The body and mind align with what the mind rehearses. If you wake up each morning and mentally walk through a life of financial freedom, what it looks like, feels like, even smells like, you begin to train your mind to expect it. Expectation is not entitlement, it's preparation. The problem is, most people visualize problems, not possibilities. They replay debts, bills, fears, failures, then wonder why nothing changes. That loop becomes the lens they live through. But if you want different outcomes, you need a different internal movie playing. You need to choose images that elevate, not images that drain. This is about precision. Don't just say, I want more money. Say, I see myself earning X. I see myself investing in Y. I see myself giving to Z. Make it vivid. Make it specific. The more real it feels in your mind, the more tangible it becomes in your life. What you vividly imagine, you quietly become. So, create your vision carefully, and then dare to live in the direction of it. Day 5. Align actions with abundance. Your habits reflect your beliefs. Begin investing time, energy, and even small amounts of money in ways that multiply. Vision without aligned action is just illusion. And this is where many people get stuck. They journal, they affirm, they visualize, but their habits tell a different story. You cannot attract wealth while living in contradiction. The universe responds not just to what you think or say, but to how you behave. Every action you take is either a vote for the future you want or a reinforcement of the past you're trying to escape. If you say you're ready for abundance but continue to procrastinate, overspend, or avoid responsibility, what message are you really sending? It's not enough to want wealth. You have to live in a way that proves you're ready to manage it, nurture it, and grow it. Start small. Look at your daily routines. Are you tracking your finances? Are you investing in your skills? Are you surrounding yourself with people who challenge your limits or just confirm them? These aren't just habits. They're rituals of readiness. They signal that you're not waiting for money to change your life. You're changing your life to be ready for money. Psychologically, this is about coherence. Philosophically, it's about integrity. When your thoughts, words, and actions align, you become a force of clarity. And clarity attracts. So take action that reflects the wealth you claim to want. Because when your behavior rises to meet your beliefs, abundance has no choice but to follow. Day 6-9. Serve, give, and receive boldly. Money flows where purpose and service lie. Be generous, be bold in receiving, and stay open to unexpected channels. ChatGPT said, at some point we have to move beyond just receiving and begin participating in the greater flow. through service, through generosity, through bold, open-hearted living. Because money, like any form of energy, doesn't stay where it stagnates. It moves where it's trusted, where it's used with purpose, where it circulates through intention. If you're holding on too tightly, afraid to give, afraid to share, you're actually affirming lack. You're telling the world, I don't believe more will come. But when you give not from fear but from faith, you activate a different principle. You're no longer just a consumer of abundance. You become a conduit for it. This doesn't mean reckless spending or performative charity. It means finding real ways to contribute value. Maybe it's your time, your ideas, your mentorship, or yes, your money. Give in a way that feels authentic and aligned. Because when you offer something meaningful to the world responds. And here's the part most people overlook: you must also be willing to receive. Many of us block wealth not because we're unwilling to work for it, but because we feel unworthy of it. If someone offers you a compliment, a referral, an opportunity, don't shrink. Say yes, say thank you. Allow yourself to receive what you've already been preparing for, because the act of giving and receiving, done consciously, isn't just financial, it's transformational. Money flows to those who know how to honor its purpose and its power. Be one of them.